Merry Christmas Eve, Preps fans. We've had a very busy fall prep season, from our Game of the Week Fridays to our state championship Sundays and everything in between. Good morning, I'm Ashley Moore, and today we want to celebrate what all that hard work was for. I mean, some of it was for bragging rights and, of course, to bring a championship home to your communities, but many of these athletes worked all 4 years for a chance to play at the next level. So this week, we're celebrating National Signing Day as yet another great class in Colorado heads off to bigger and better things.
It's been a lot. There's been a lot that's gone into this process.
It's yet another signing day in Colorado prep sports.
It's amazing. It's surreal to see all my hard work and effort finally come to fruition, especially with my teammates.
4 athletes headed Division I from Cherry Creek.
Every single team says they're a family and they have a culture of brotherhood, but the only place I really truly felt that was at Iowa State.
With 3 coming from that O-line like Hayden Treater, headed to USC.
Coach Riley there has a really good vision for the program. He's had tons of success at OU. I think we're really going to reload and just attack the Big Ten this year.
Over at Valor, 3 more headed D1, with 2 going Ivy League.
Coming to Valor, the education obviously has prepared me so well for an opportunity like this to go to Princeton. I'm very thankful for my teachers and stuff, but I'm also ready to leave.
Quarterback Asher Weiner headed to Princeton, while his teammate will be headed to rival Penn.
We're already talking trash about because we're pretty good rivals down there at Princeton and Penn, so yep.
And let's not forget Garrett Dial, who's headed to Kent State for football, while his sister plays for their lacrosse team. And then there was the lone signee at Broomfield, Landon Davison, also going Power 5 on that Nebraska O-line.
The sea of red in the crowds is really amazing to me because my family, never knew Nebraska and never thought about Nebraska, and just seeing how much they support me really means a lot.
Go Big Red! Meanwhile, over at Lutheran, the Lions had perhaps the biggest signing class, with athletes signing for a plethora of sports, most notably softball superstar and former Max Preps Colorado Softball Player of the Year Haley Mastretti, who's headed to the University of Utah. But they also had players sign in baseball, volleyball, football, golf, basketball, boys volleyball, and even shot put. So congrats to the class of 2024 and all their signees. We'll, of course, keep you covered for the big one in February.
Well, congrats to all those signees. But as we rein in Christmas tomorrow, how about we end with a gift to you all? Instead of showing the top play of the week, how about we do you one better? The top 9 plays of the fall prep season.
I just have the mindset that I'm the best. I'm the best person ever, just every time I step on the field. And I was telling the coaches, if we want to score, you put the ball in their hands, and that's what they did.
Only the best plays from the fall season. And we'll start at 9. It's Erin Young, who sent it to the moon. And not only her first varsity homer, but also the walk-off to end the game, as her team celebrated this play, and so are we, weeks and weeks later. At 8, Frederick's Gavin Ishmael back to pass with eyes downfield. And would you look at that body control, Burke Eisman with a nice snag to help Frederick defeat their rivals, Meade. Now to 7, Noah Muir, the Arvada West receiver on the post route, catches the perfect ball with 2 defenders on him and does the rest of the work himself. Muscles his way into the end zone and into the top plays of the season. At 6, let's see some defense. Ramparts' Damian Carrera crushes Doherty quarterback Leland Frescas, and it ends up being a strip sack. The quarterback never saw him coming, and he probably still feels that hit to this day. Moving on to 5. It's Broomfield quarterback C.T. Worley, who looks like a running back here. Ball on his own 10 when his O-line created the lane. Worley bursts through, and down the sideline he goes for a 90-yard rushing touchdown. How many quarterbacks do you know can do that? Now to 4 is Mason Labrie of Golden Demons. Check this out. Dakota Riggs back to kick a field goal. It's blocked, and look who comes up with it. Labrie, and he doesn't hesitate. Heads the other way for the kick 6 and right into the honor roll room of champions. Well, at 3 is number 3 in his moment in history, Blake Barnett. To Kave Meredith to break Christian McCaffrey's record for all-time touchdowns in the state of Colorado 11-man football. And what way to do it in our game of the week. But at 2 is the robbery at Aurora Sports Park. Lutheran hits what they think is a homer, but center fielder Jayana Sandoval is there and puts her body on the line to crush the Lions' hopes and dreams. Sandoval's team would play second in the 4A state championship, but she was first in honor roll voting. And at 1 is Columbine Rebel Josh Schneider for this 98-yard kickoff return. His individual stats would go on to knock off the 4-time reigning state champs Cherry Creek. And here's the good news. Max Preps just named Schneider their Colorado Football Player of the Year.
A reminder, we can't be everywhere. So if you're ever out of the game and you see something you like featured on the Prep Rally, just send it over. That's all, folks. I'm Ashley Moore, and we'll see you next time right here on the 9 News Prep Rally.